While the Supreme Court stated that the Constitution of the United States is silent on the question of abortion, that has not stopped some state officials from promoting an abortion agenda. This incident starts with a pro-life resource center, an activist attorney general, and a subpoena. Note, this case was filed against Matthew Plotkin as Attorney General of New Jersey. By the time the decision was released, though, a new Attorney General, Jennifer Davenport, was in office. First Choice Women's Resource Centers, Inc. is a religious nonprofit organization that has provided counseling and resources to pregnant women in New Jersey since 1985. Believing that life begins at conception and seeking to protect and honor life in all stages of development, the group does not provide abortions or refer clients to others for abortions. Seems simple enough. First Choice believes that life begins at conception and therefore neither provides nor refers clients for abortions. This apparently annoyed then New Jersey Attorney General Matthew Plotkin. In 2022, New Jersey's Attorney General Matthew Plotkin established a reproductive rights task force. Shortly after its creation, the strike force issued a consumer alert in which it accused groups like First Choice of seeking to prevent people from accessing comprehensive reproductive health care by providing false or misleading information about abortion. The alert concluded by directing women to abortion providers and asking members of the public who believed they were victims of fraudulent, deceptive, misleading, or unlawful conduct to please file a complaint with the New Jersey Division of Consumer Affairs. As I said, AG Plotkin apparently does not like pro-life centers, and high on that list was First Choice. Why else would he not only put out a consumer alert, but go searching for complaints against them? Now, if the AG actually had some basis for this action, like a single complaint against First Choice, well then the search for others would be justified. However, not only had the AG's office not have a complaint against First Choice, their petition for complaints also came up empty. Neither that division nor the Attorney General's office received any complaints from the public about First Choice. Even so, the Attorney General served a subpoena on the group in 2023. The subpoena stated that it had been issued pursuant to several New Jersey laws, including the state's Consumer Fraud Act. The subpoena commanded First Choice to produce various documents within 30 days and warned the group twice that failure to comply with this subpoena may render you liable for contempt of court and such other penalties as are provided by law. Now, apparently, not having a single complaint against First Choice did not deter AG Plotkin. His office issued a subpoena commanding First Choice to produce various documents, including the personally identifiable information about their donors and threatening legal penalties if they did not comply. In all, the Attorney General demanded production of 28 categories of documents, categories that themselves included as many as 29 subcategories. Most relevant for our purpose, the subpoena directed First Choice to disclose documents reflecting the names, phone numbers, addresses, and places of employment of all individuals who made donations to First Choice by any means other than through one specific web page. Effectively, that demand required First Choice to provide personal information about donors who gave through two other websites, through the group's various social media pages, by mail, in person, or by any other means. The subpoena sought documents about donations received over the span of multiple years, beginning from January 2021 and extending to the date of First Choice's response. Interesting. Without a single complaint, even after asking members of the public to come forward, AG Plotkin is still searching for a crime. In law enforcement, this is called fishing for a crime, or just fishing. Though the subpoena did not explain why the Attorney General sought First Choice's donor records, Mr. Plotkin later represented that his office hoped to contact a representative sample of donors to determine if they had been misled by First Choice about its mission and operations. In his view, First Choice's solicitation materials, including a donation webpage featuring pictures of parents holding infants and young children, could mislead donors into thinking First Choice provides abortion. A webpage featuring pictures of parents holding infants and young children could mislead donors into thinking First Choice provided abortions? That's just plain stupid. Because I think most people, when they see pictures of parents holding infants and young children, they don't think abortion. They're more likely to think pro-life. Now, to me, this doesn't sound like a fishing expedition, but an outright vendetta against First Choice.